Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Zach Chat. My name's Zach Ballard. Today we're going to be jumping back into my preseason top 10 rankings and then the season predictions for those top 10 teams. These videos are going to drop every Saturday, so tune in to see if your team made the cut. Today we're going to be covering number 6, Iowa State. Few teams in the country were more surprising last year, to me at least, than Iowa State. They started off the season ranked 23rd in the country, but they lost their home opener to Louisiana Tech. Usually when that happens, a team is out of the rankings for good. You never hear about them for the rest of the season. What did Iowa State do? They rallied off 8 wins in their next 9 games, including beating Oklahoma and Texas in the same season for the first time in school history. They would make it all the way back to the Big 12 championship game where they would have a rematch against Oklahoma. Unfortunately, they would throw an interception late in the game, looking to have a game-winning drive that would clinch the Big 12 title for Oklahoma. They would go on to play in the Fiesta Bowl against Oregon and absolutely dominate them, ending the season 9-3. So when you look at that season, you have to look ahead to 2021 and think this team is poised to have another great season and challenge for another Big 12 title. Add into the fact that they're returning 18 of 22 starters, including 10 on offense, which include players like Brock Purdy, 3-year starting quarterback, Breece Hall, who was the number 1 running back in the Big 12 last year, led the nation in rushing yards. Charlie Kolar, arguably the best tight end in the Big 12, and Xavier Hutchinson, one of the top 3 or 4 wide receivers in the Big 12. When you've got that kind of production coming back on offense, it's easy to prepare for a season like 2021. You're going to have an extra spring season to get ready, get even more cohesiveness built up in your offense. That team is going to be very hard to beat. Then you look at their defense. You've got Mike Rose, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in the Big 12, returning as your centerpiece at middle linebacker, along with 7 other starters surrounding him from that 2020 defense. Iowa State has everything you look for in a team when coming back. They're playing in the Big 12 conference. It's a little bit weaker next year. You've got teams like Oklahoma State's rebuilding. Texas is starting off with Steve Sarkisian, new quarterback. Oklahoma is really their only threat in the Big 12. So my prediction for Iowa State next year is I'm looking for them to go 11-1. Their only loss is going to be an away game in Norman at Oklahoma late in the season, in which they'll probably have a rematch with OU 2 weeks later in the Big 12 title game. I don't know if they can win that rematch against Oklahoma. I would imagine OU takes both of those games. But going 11-1 in the regular season, 11-2 including the Big 12 season, is an incredible accomplishment for Matt Campbell and for Iowa State. I see them advancing to a New Year's Six Bowl, potentially the Fiesta Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, Orange Bowl, and I see them challenging just about any SEC, ACC, Pac-12 runner-up, Big Ten runner-up, and giving them a great game. So I think you look ahead at the 2021 season for Iowa State and you see great things to come. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Zach Chat. My name is Zach Ballard. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button at the bottom of the page, and thanks for watching.